Hey everyone, and welcome to another GameXplain discussion. I'm your host, Derek Bittner, and I'm joined today by Ash Polson to discuss Mega Man's 30th anniversary stream and the reveal of Mega Man 11. So let's get started. Alright Ash, so we had our predictions discussion. We were trying to figure out what exactly Capcom was going to be showing. It definitely seemed to indicate 11, but we weren't entirely sure. But it is indeed Mega Man 11. Feelings, thoughts?
I can't even believe this is real. I can't believe this is even a real timeline. I saw like the Game Informer cover is going to have Mega Man 11 on it. It has all the Mega Man, iterations on it. I'm like, is this really happening? Like, this is crazy. And yeah, I mean, and not only, as I said in our predictions discussion, I was really hoping if it was going to be a Mega Man 11, that it wasn't going to be 8-bit. And my God, I got my wish. Many of us got our wish. This is a true modern follow-up to the classic Mega Man series. The first time this has been done since 7 and 8. Like, they're really pushing it forward, and man, I can't believe it. I can't believe this is actually happening. Is this real life? I'm so hyped. I can't even believe it. Oh my God.
Yeah, well, while you're going through your Bohemian Rhapsody, I know I had the same wish as you. I wanted a modernized take on Mega Man, and what I got was this wonderful hybrid between the two, where it's obviously this is very much there's a lot of modern day cues taken for this game, but when you start looking at the details and what's they're emulating and all the other stuff, like this is still very much classic Mega Man, like.
Very much.
It is like the motions of it, the motions of everything, how he shoots, the pickups, like it is very much still that classic 8-bit Mega Man, just with that HD sheen, which is what we really wanted. And I mean, right off the bat, we got confirmation that the Legacy Collection artwork was indeed for 11, because that's the power.
Yeah.
That's the only power they showed. And my God, it's nice to have a really good stone power for once, you know?
It is, I know, after like the Power Stone in Mega Man 5 and like the Super Arm in Mega Man 1, it's kind of nice to have. I mean, the Super Arm's pretty useful in specific situations, but I do like that this new Stone Power, whatever it is that Mega Man has in 11, now, they were talking about this during the stream, but they wanted to make, the acquisition of a new special weapon feel more significant in 11. So they're actually, instead of just changing colors, now Mega Man actually transforms to a degree and his whole appearance changes. And I love that. It's given me like a Mega Man.exe vibe, kind of like a Battle Network vibe with the style changes and the cross forms and such. And I can't believe we're having, this is the first time I've gotten to do a GameXplain discussion about a new Mega Man game. You realize that.
It's crazy,
we've never gotten to do this, ever.
Yeah, I mean, during the lead up to the trailer when they actually showed off 11, they were
my
going
God.
through the years, and there was that, after 2010, just nothing for a little bit.
So good, with like Rockman X over, like the giant pit of spikes and the Mega Man 1 boss, the Wily boss fight music. So good. It was like the way they had that, they knew what they were doing.
Oh yeah.
They knew we were waiting for this. It was so good.
Mm-hmm. So it is really great to see, and the thing is, we're still a year out, so if the game still looks rough to you, there's a lot of time to put polish on this, and right now, granted, we only get to see 1, maybe 2 levels, I'm still trying to determine that, but it looks really good to me.
Me too. I mean, some people have pointed out, and I agree, that Mega Man's running animation looks a bit stiff, and it does. I mean, there are seams, you can see that things look a bit early, but that's because it is early. We're still a year out, or maybe a little less than a year, I guess, out from Mega Man 11's release. So, to me, it makes sense that things might look a little bit rough. I don't expect that much of what we're seeing in this launch trailer is is how it's going to look in the final version. So, yeah, if there's anything that you're seeing, like the animations, like, oh, I'm not sure about that, I think it's a little bit too early to worry. I think, that when they re-reveal, I guess Mega Man 11 is going to be, quote-unquote, re-revealed with new information next summer. So I think that'll kind of show a much better barometer for what we can expect from the final game.
Oh, there's no way this won't be playable at E3.
Oh my God, I know. Oh, I can't even believe this. This is so. I mean, and even right before the end of the live stream, they're like, let's keep celebrating Mega Man's 30th anniversary, and it's like, is it safe to be a Mega Man? Have we gotten through that 7 years? Is this like, can we look forward to more new Mega Man games now? Like, it's weird feeling this way again.
There's hope again.
There's hope again. What is this strangely familiar feeling? Like hope? I'm so confused.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I am already diving into an analysis for it. I'm going to get a lot of input from you to make sure I have everything right and all that, because you are a much bigger Mega Man fan than I am. I enjoy the character. I like his games, but I am not the fanatic that you are. So there's still quite a bit to see about that, but already just right off the bat, another thing that I'm so happy about. He has his freaking charge shot and he has his freaking slide.
Yes, just like the way he's supposed to. Yeah, and this isn't a gimped, Mega Man. This is a true, he's got his charge slide, he has his slide, and that to me tells me that they're going to make this game, they're going to design this game around those abilities, and of course all of Mega Man's new weapons. But, 9 and 10 were designed as kind of like a throwback to, it kind of as a reaction against how the charge shot and the slide sometimes made the games too easy. Mm-hmm. And I kind of always disagreed with the slide making things too easy. I think that was a great mechanic. But the charge shot, I could see that making things too easy, especially in games like Mega Man 5, Mega Man 6. So that tells me that they're designing this game to actually be balanced for the charge shot, which is super cool.
Yeah, it's a really good thing. I like having that movement options and just ways that you can just be ready for things. And it always just felt like, I know it felt like 9 and 10 were just a little too much into Mega Man 2. I know Mega Man 2 is considered like the best by a lot of fans, but the later games did a lot of great things, and I'm glad that 11 is acknowledging that.
Well, agreed, and that's actually, it's kind of an unpopular opinion, but that's actually why I like 10 more than 9, because 9 was very much a Mega Man 2 circle jerk, and Inafune even came out and said that during 9's development. But Mega Man 10 was more based on, the later NES games, like 4, 5, and 6, and you can tell that there's definitely a kind of a design mentality difference there, but even more than that, Mega Man 11 is now we're like, no, we're not content just to try to go for like the later NES games. This is a true evolution. We're pushing the series forward. And God, I couldn't be happier. I still can't believe we didn't get a Man of Action cartoon game. We didn't just get collections. We got it all. We got Mega Man 11 plus Nintendo Switch versions of the Legacy collections plus a new X collection coming to all.
Well, we
platforms.
don't know if an X is.
Well, that's true. We don't know if it's collection. Yeah, you're right.
It's likely it's going to be collection, because that's basically the only way they're really going to be able to sell X6 and X7.
That's for damn sure. Yeah.
But I would be surprised if it wasn't an X collection, because if you're selling those individually, certain ones are going to sell way better than the others. So
I don't see how they could possibly, like you just said, I don't see how they could possibly sell X6 and X7. Maybe X6. I mean, not that X6 is a good game at all, but I can see that it has its fans. Mm-hmm. X7 has no fans, and it doesn't deserve any fans. It's just one of the worst games, but how could they possibly sell that by itself? Like, yeah.
Unless they're
even
going
$10
in
for that.
Yeah, unless they're going in and like radically fixing a lot of things, which is a lot more work than it's worth.
Yeah. What I'm loving, I'm actually, I basically moved a work meeting to be able to watch this live stream, then had to go right back to work after the stream ended. So I'm still getting caught up, and I'm looking at the Game Informer cover now, and I only had taken a quick glimpse of one half of it. So I thought it was all the different Mega Mans, like from the different series, like X and .exe.
It's all
the different classics. It's so good.
It's all the classic box art Mega Man.
I love it. Like, and they have all the different classic box arts from all the the bad Mega Man 2 box art, the bad 1 box art, 9 and 10, those bad box arts. Like, they're doing it all. I can't believe this is happening.
Mm-hmm. It's really cool. Crazy. And I like the fact that all these games are going to be on the Switch. They're rectifying the fact that the Legacy Collection games aren't on the Switch and are somehow going to get amiibo support, which is really cool. I really do hope that Legacy Collection on the Switch is going to be one full game or something to that degree. It's probably not. They're probably going to sell them separately, which, okay, oh well.
Maybe it'll be a physical Legacy Collection 1 with a digital Legacy Collection 2 download code.
Yeah, maybe. Something like that.
Like Resident Evil Revelations.
I still think it would be really cool if the Switch owners got like a little bonus of Mega Man and base. As even though that game's not great, but it would be cool to like complete it a little bit.
No, I completely agree.
And all that. But as for amiibo, well, we already have a Mega Man amiibo, but who's to say they might not release more? Because Capcom did say that they considered having Resident Evil amiibo for the Revelations games.
That's true. So we could be seeing, a Proto Man amiibo, Base amiibo, Dr. Wily. Who knows? I don't think they'll go too crazy with it, but I could see maybe a few more principal characters coming.
I could see like a new Mega Man amiibo that has him paired up with Rush.
Yeah, that's true.
I would love a new Roll amiibo because I love. We talked about this before because that design showed up somewhere else. I think for some sort of figurine. Like these designs were definitely.
Oh, it was also a Legacy Collection too.
Yeah, that's it as well. I love that roll design.
Me too. Me too. I love that roll design, and I mean, just as importantly, I love this Mega Man design. It looks kind of like the Smash design, but not exactly, because obviously the Smash design was more based on his squat 8-bit appearance. And I was watching as much of the stream as I could, and a veteran Capcom artist, Yuji Ishihara, he's like the art director and character designer for Mega Man 11. And he specifically talked about how he's like, I wanted to get that taller, leaner Mega Man from 7 and 8. I wanted to bring that back because he was like, I think that's kind of what fans are looking for. And I'm like, Ishihara is the artist we need but don't deserve. He gets it, and I love it. He knows what we want, and I'm so hyped.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I really do enjoy that design. It's a little leaner, a little bit more robotic, but still has that same emotion on him. And I heard him having a little bit of a shout whenever he does his charge shot. And the little, I know it's just a little ha type thing. It still sounded pretty decent.
See, that was one thing I didn't let it get to me because again, it's super early. That was one thing I didn't like. He sounded a little too old for me, and I know that's kind of the pattern with American Mega Man voices or Western Mega Man voices, is they kind of age him up a bit. And that's fine, I get that, but I'm hoping there will be a Japanese voice track so I can play with Rockman's sufficiently, kid-like voice, because I've always seen him as having kind of that kid voice, because that's just who he is to me. I'm hoping there'll be
it's Mega Man.
Yes, I'm aware of that, but I don't know. I mean, I will be fine with either one. I'm not going to complain, but to me, having fine. Mega Man's voice sound a little deeper always seemed wrong to me. X should sound like that, but yeah, I definitely kind of want to go full-on kid voice for Mega Man, I think.
I guess we'll see. Like you said, there's still a year out till we get more of that, and I'd have to listen to this again, but I don't think the charge sound was as annoying as it used to be either.
It didn't. You say annoying. I say music to my ears. No, I know what you mean though. It did sound a little less
ear-wrenching.
Yeah. And one thing I did notice though is that we didn't really get anything about the music. We don't know who's doing the music for Mega Man 11. We don't really even know who did the music for that one song we heard, which is fine. Because music is such a huge part of Mega Man's legacy, I'm just curious.
Yeah, I'm sure it's gonna be good because I like the track that they played so far, and then had nothing against it. But I'm very curious how it's gonna go about it. This is something I'm gonna keep an eye on because again, wasn't a long trailer, didn't show a lot, but what they did show, I am very much intrigued by.
No, I mean, me too. I'm going to say this a million times. I can't believe this is real life, that this is actually happening, and that Mega Man feels like an important series again to Capcom. He feels like it was just another one of Capcom's many active series going forward. I mean, we're getting 3 Mega Man releases next year, one of which is a brand new game. So maybe this 7 years finally, maybe that was it. Maybe they just, they needed to put some space between Inafune and all that. And now.
Makes sense. So, what do you think? 2019 for X9?
It actually feels possible now. It doesn't, normally I would just laugh and be like, yeah, haha, but it actually feels like there's a chance that there's going to be life after 11. Maybe X9. I mean, if they're willing to go with 11 and not do a reboot, maybe they're willing to just keep that story, after a 10-year hiatus, just keep the X story going too. You never know. Could
be. I mean, the one thing they did mention is how they love this world building that the Mega Man games have done. They really did feel like these guys took the time to study Mega Man, see what made him tick.
Yeah, and I mean, that's another thing. The fact that Mega Man 11 is being developed in-house at Capcom Japan That's pretty big in my opinion. I kind of was expecting, I think a lot of other people were expecting Capcom to just kind of farm Mega Man out eventually to whoever would be willing to make one. And that Capcom themselves had kind of moved on, but it seems that like there are people at Capcom Japan right now who very much care about Mega Man and are obviously making a new game, so that's super exciting to me.
Yeah, there's a lot of potential here, and especially for like the future of the series. Like we could really see something more come out of this, and I'm all for it. Like take this design, like the design mentality for this seems spot on, honestly.
No, it does. I mean, I was watching, like I said, I watched as much of the stream as I could, and kind of the last comments from the developers, the 11 developers, or the Mega Man 11 developers they were interviewing, they were talking about how, like, Mega Man isn't just like, Mega Man really has never been about being just a straight-up action hero and being, big and tough and throwing his weight around. He's like, he doesn't want to fight. No one ever, he never asked to join the fight. And they said that they want to capture that kind of that element of coolness where he goes out and fights, but he doesn't want to. He's a lab assistant. He doesn't like violence. And that adds kind of an element of depth and coolness to Mega Man's character that a lot of people don't really, that the casual fans don't necessarily see. And I'm sitting here like, I got my hands on my head like, holy crap, these guys get it! They get it! Yes, they know what makes Mega Man so cool and not just another action hero. And oh my god! So, that tells me that maybe Mega Man 11's story and the way they characterize Mega Man in that game will be informed by that sense of that sadness, that like he doesn't want to fight. Oh yeah. God, I can't believe this is happening. I'm so excited.
And the Mega Man Archie comics even captured that quite a bit. I've never read what were the manga versions of Mega Man?
Oh, the Iwamoto. Sorry, the Mega Man Megamix.
Yeah, the Megamix.
The Hitoshi Ariga.
I assume the Megamix probably captured that as well.
They do very much. I actually edited the English versions of those, and those are great examples to those absolutely capture that like Mega Man as being that reluctant kind of sad hero type thing.
Mm-hmm. So I'm all for it. Like I'm very much intrigued. I like what I'm seeing, and it's very much filled with the classics. Like we saw Lives, we saw E-Tanks. There's this is not dumbed down or like I don't think it's even going to be made super easy.
Yeah, no, I think it sounds like there will be various challenge levels, difficulty levels offered, and I guess my last remaining hope for this, I mean, now we know it's a modern game, it's not 8-bit, it's a true sequel, not a basically everything I want is happening. My last, I guess, hope for this game is that it isn't short, that it isn't the traditional 8 Robot Masters, 4 or 5 Wily Castle stages, then you're done. I want this to be like a meteor 6 to 8 hour experience. Like again, and I mentioned this in our predictions discussion, like, look at Inti Creates' Zero games for that. Like, Mega Man 02, 03, those were the perfect length. They were like, 5 to 8 hours, depending on how long you wanted to take, and that feels right to me. I don't want this to be like I can speed run this in 40 minutes or 30 minutes and be done,
Yeah, I agree with that. I'd like to have something a little bit meatier, and that's why I'm trying to determine with the analysis whether this is just one big level, which it very well could be, or if it's split up in a bit, because there's about 3 or 4 different scenes in there that like seem like they could all mesh together in some way, and I think that would be a very interesting concept to just have you constantly go through this and try to make your way towards that robot, towards the Robot Master at the end, with various bosses and other challenges coming in, and still trying to figure out exactly what you need to do.
Yeah. No, I mean, and again, I have to go watch that trailer about 100 more times because, like I said, I've already gone back to work, but you have been taking notes for the analysis, and I'm like going to try to email you notes on my end as I can just keep watching the trailer between work things. But I just want to analyze the hell out of this. Summer is too long. Oh my god, this summer's too long. Next year's too long. Next holiday's too long. I can't, like, Samus came back, Sonic got the best new 2D game that he's gotten in 20 years, and now Mega Man's back. Like, this feels crazy to me, but it's awesome.
It's a good way to end 2017.
It is, and this makes me feel a lot less worried for Mega Man returning in Smash Switch whenever that happens. I feel he's relevant again. Like, he's like a modern character again. This is great.
Mm-hmm. The other cool thing, just one last thing to wrap this up, he also seems to have a new ability. At the very end of that trailer, he went into some sort of overdrive mode.
Oh, I know, right? I was like, wait, what is he? Okay, yeah, and then it fades out. He has some sort of, like, overdrive mode where he's going crazy and, like, the screen has crazy visual effects, and, what's that about?
Yeah, I don't know. That's another thing I need to take a closer look at and see if we can figure out. Probably won't be able to get it entirely, but at least try to take my best informed guess.
Yeah, the first thing I thought of, at least visually, when I saw that was the hub style from the Battle Network series. Of course, it's not at all related, but that's just visually. It's kind of like the greenish look is kind of what it reminded me of. But yeah, it's looked like Mega Man's getting a new ability, and most people aren't going to care about this, but I'm so excited to see what the story for this is going to be. Like, I hope they take this chance, because it's not 8-bit again. I hope they take this chance to tell a more, not serious, but a more just complete, full story than having, 3 or 4 cutscenes peppered throughout the entire game, like in Mega Man 9 and 10.
Yeah.
Like, I hope they take this chance to tell a full story, much like Mega Man 8. Just hopefully it's the storytelling's better than Mega Man 8.
Yeah, exactly. Because, I mean, 8 did have a different story. There was a different reason to go after all the robot masters and what, everything that Wily was trying to accomplish with that one. So...
Right.
I see what you mean by wanting a bit more of a oomph to the story. It's not just, the robot. I forget 9's story, but Robo-Enza.
Yeah, 10 was Robo-Enza, and then 9 was the robot expiration dates.
Right.
Yeah, so I just hope they take this chance to kind of do a deeper dive into Mega Man's character himself again, and just kind of give the fans what they've been waiting for so long, which is just like a real meaty, genuine Mega Man story to go on for a bit. And I don't know if they'll ever connect to the X series. I don't think I'm necessarily expecting that, and that's fine if they don't. I just want it to be a cool story.
I'm looking forward to finally seeing the Robot Master designs. Those are always fun.
Yeah, and I had heard, and I haven't seen this yet, I'd heard that there's a sneak peek of one Robot Master at the end of the stream, which I apparently missed.
I didn't see that either,
I have to go, maybe somebody on Reset, I'm sure somebody on Reset Era caught it or something. So I definitely have some research to do later, but apparently there has been a really brief tease of one of the new Robot Masters. So I gotta go and look at that. So there's just so much I'm gonna be thinking about this forever, and this is all I'm gonna talk about. You guys realize, Game of the Year discussion screwed. Any discussions we do that aren't about Mega Man 11 screwed, because I'm just gonna have Mega Man 11 on the brain.
Sounds like it.
Yeah. I'm so hyped.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Alright, well, I think that covers it for our Mega Man 11 discussion. Ash kind of has to get back to work. So thank you for watching, and if you like this video, be sure to like us on Facebook and Twitter at GameXplain. And of course, stay tuned to GameXplain for more on Mega Man, including our analysis and other things gaming as well. Until next time, bye.